Hello everyone, I think it's Friday, at least today. Hope you guys are ready for the weekend. However, a few more problems in the proficiency exam. This is problem number 10. Let's figure it out, right? Bart is training for a race in which he will run, swim, and bike. And many of you will just think about the Iron Man, right? The Iron Man. This Bart is probably training for the Iron Man race. That's a pretty tough race, guys. Do a Google search and find out what is Iron Man standing for. Now getting back to our proficiency exam problem. We love proficiency. We may not love proficiency, but we better take it, right? We better pass it. The Venn diagram below shows the number of days in July that Bart trained for each part of the race. Okay? Based on the Venn diagram, which statement is true? And you have the four statements here. The first statement says every day in July that Bart trained for running, he also trained for biking. So let's look at the running and biking. How many days for the running? Well, I got 2, 4, 9 plus 9, 18 days. However, for the biking, I've got only 14 days. And looking at these two diagrams here, I'm looking at the circle with the running, the circle with the biking. The intersection of the two diagrams here, 9 and 5 here, you see? This is the common part. These are the days in which running and biking was done by our Iron Man Bart here, right? So the statement in A that every day is not true because running was done in 4 other days besides the day in which running was pretty much completed together with the biking training. So this A statement is not the right answer. Okay. B. Bart trained for running or swimming every day in July. Okay. Running or swimming every day in July. Well, when you see the or connection between your two running and swimming activities here, this implies that you have to put everything together, right? So you either had running or swimming or both in the same days, but together you will have the whole month of July. Okay? And usually the month of July, many of you guys know that is having how many days? July, right? How can you count that? Well, you start with January, right? January 31. February is 28 or 29. March, April, May, June, July. July is a 31-day month, right? So let's see, running and swimming together, because I'm talking either running or swimming will be fine. Bart uh, did that every day. Did he? I mean, statement B says that we have to verify if it's true. So let's go ahead and add everything together here. So I have running. How many days? I got 2, right? Let me use a different color. I got 2 plus 2, 4, plus 5, 9, plus 9, 18, plus 11, 29, and there are no more days to add here because there's just 0, and I'm not going to add those days in which they did both, right? Because those 2 and 5 days they did both. Bart did running and swimming all together, but they will not be counted twice. They will just be counted once, which you already did. So this statement is also false. C. Bart trained for swimming on more days in July than he trained for running. Swimming on more days in July than running. Well, let's see. Running in July was done in how many days? And because this part here is a common part, I don't care about it, okay? When I'm comparing if there is any difference between the running and the swimming, I'm looking only for the days in which we had only running, or for the days in which we have, or not we, but Bart, the Iron Man here, trained only for one of them, right? And I have running 2 plus 9, that's 11 days. Swimming 11 plus 0, 11 days. What is he saying? Bart trained for swimming on more days in July than he trained for running. Well, not true, ladies and gentlemen. That's false, because we just figured it out. He did it in the same amount, right? And finally, I have D that says every day in July that Bart trained for biking, he also trained for running. Every day that he trained for biking, he also trained for running. Well, just looking at your diagrams here, I'm gonna erase everything. What can you guys see? Okay, biking is this set right here, and I've got 9 and 5. But this 9 and 5, this number of days were shared with the running training, right? So this statement is the true one. Yes, indeed, Bart trained on both biking and running in the same time. So basically, he trained for biking, and always when he trained for biking, he trained for running. And this is it. Thank you.